Hello, it's Jim Hutchins for the Jerusalem Connection Truth Report for this week. One of the issues that has surfaced with regard to the name of our God, the name of Yahweh, is this, and that is, why has that name not been universally recognized and exalted? Because that's what he said, Exodus 3:15, when he revealed his name to Moses, he said, "This is my name forever, this is my memorial name for all eternity." Why has that not been the case? Why is his name virtually unknown? As we've noted many times, the rabbis have told the Jews, no, you must not use that name. Out of deference, out of reverence for the name, you could be guilty of using the Lord's name in vain if you do, so don't use it. And so it's replaced with Adonai or Hashem or some substitute. And of course, when's the last time you heard the name Yahweh from an evangelical pulpit? Maybe never. So it is not known. It is not known widely. It's not widely exalted. And yet God said that would be the case. Why is that not the case? I think we have a clue to that from Ezekiel chapter 20. God says, let me just say this before I do that. Last night I was surfing the channels on my television, and I came across Bill Maher, M-A-H-E-R. He's supposedly a comedian, but as I listened to him, I was struck with the vulgarity, how profane he was. He has a Jewish mother, evidently, and yet there is no indication that he ascribes to any religion. As a matter of fact, he mocks it. He ridicules religion. And I thought to myself, what if Bill Maher got a hold of the name of Yahweh? What would he do with it? He would desecrate it. He would profane it. And then I was reminded of this passage in Ezekiel chapter 20, where 3 times God says this. Listen to this. Verse 8, Ezekiel 20, but they rebelled against me, the Israelites. They rebelled against me and would not listen to me. They did not rid themselves of vile images they had set their eyes on. I said, I'll pour out my wrath on them and spin my anger against them. But for the sake, here's the reason. But for the sake of my name, I did what would keep it from being profaned in the eyes of the nations that they lived among. For the sake of my name, I did what would keep it from being profaned. It says the same thing in verse 14. But for the sake of my name, I did what would keep it from being profaned in the eyes of the nations in whose sight I had brought them out. Verse 22. I withheld my hand for the sake of my name. I did what would keep it from being profaned. What did he do to keep it from profane? He just blocked it out. He let it be unknown. He kept it unknown. He kept it from being exalted. He kept it from coming before the people lest it would be profaned, because he knew it would be profaned. His people had already done that. And so his name is not widely known today. And yet, when we come to Ezekiel chapter 36, a change takes place. Listen to what God says. He says, I had concern for my name, my holy name, which the house of Israel profaned among the nations where they had gone. Therefore say to the house of Israel, this is what the sovereign Yahweh says, it is not for your sake, not for your sake, O house of Israel, that I'm going to do these things, but for the sake of my holy name that I'm going to do these things. My name which you have profaned among the nations where you have gone. I will show the holiness of my great name. I'll do that. You won't. I'll do that. I'll show the holiness of my great name, which you profaned among the nations, the name you have profaned among them. Then the nations will know that I am Yahweh. They will know that I am Yahweh, declares the sovereign Yahweh, when I show myself holy through you before their eyes. That's what's going to take place. And here's the sequence of events. Verse 24. I will gather you out of the nations. I will gather you from all the countries and bring you back into your own land. That's restoration. That has taken place. Israel's become a nation now. Jews are immigrating by the vast numbers as anti-Semitism increases. Jews are immigrating. He's bringing them back. That's the promise. Then he says this, verse 25. Then, after they're restored, I will sprinkle clean water on you, and you'll be clean. I will cleanse you from all the impurities from your idols. I'll give you a new heart and put a new spirit in you. Verse 28, you'll live in the land I gave your forefathers. You'll be my people, and I will be your God. And my name will be exalted. You will exalt it. My name, Yahweh, will be exalted. From the rising of the sun to its setting, my name will be exalted universally among the nations. It will no longer be profaned, because it will be known, and it will be glorified, it will be magnified. Oh, magnify Yahweh with me, and let us exalt his name together. That's the truth.